We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1983 P. Washington quarter. You might be surprised to learn that some of these coins have fetched prices far beyond their face value, with certain high-grade specimens selling for thousands of dollars. Let's explore what makes this particular quarter so special, and how you might identify one that's worth more than just 25 cents. In 1983, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 673 million Washington quarters. USA Coin Book. At first glance, this might suggest that these coins are quite common and not particularly valuable. However, the value of a coin isn't determined solely by its mintage numbers. Factors like condition, rarity in high grades, and collector demand play significant roles. The key to the 1983 P quarter's value lies in its condition. During the early 1980s, there was a decline in coin collecting interest, leading to fewer collectors saving coins from circulation in pristine condition. As a result, finding 1983 P quarters in high grades, especially mint state (MS) conditions, is quite challenging today. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better preservation and quality. The pinnacle for this coin, with prices reaching up to $600. It's worth noting that in 2016, a 1983 P quarter graded MS-67 sold for nearly $2,000 at auction. This highlights the premium that collectors are willing to pay for top-grade specimens. So, how can you tell if your 1983 P quarter is of high value? A coin with its original mint luster, appearing shiny and reflective, is more likely to be in a higher grade. Minimal contact marks, scratches, or signs of wear. The fewer imperfections, the better. A sharp and clear strike, where all design elements are well defined, indicates a higher quality coin. Overall aesthetic appeal matters. A coin that looks attractive to the eye, even without magnification, is more desirable. You might have heard rumors or seen headlines about a 1983 P quarter selling for $2.2 million. It's essential to approach such claims with skepticism. While rare coins can indeed fetch astronomical prices, these instances are exceptionally rare and typically involve coins with unique historical significance or extraordinary mint errors. As of now, there is no verified record of a 1983 P Washington quarter selling for such an amount. The 1983 P Washington quarter is a testament to how condition and collector demand can elevate the value of a seemingly common coin. While finding one worth millions is improbable, discovering a high-grade specimen can still be quite rewarding. If you come across a 1983 P quarter in excellent condition, it might be worth having it professionally graded to determine its true value. We're talking about one of the most mind-blowing coin finds in recent history, a 2004 P Texas State quarter that sold for an incredible $2.30 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 25-cent piece turned into life-changing money. Now, before you go rushing to your coin jar or flipping over every quarter in your pocket, let's break down exactly why this coin was worth so much, how to tell if you have one, and what other valuable 2004 Texas quarters might be hiding in your collection. So grab a seat, maybe a magnifying glass, and let's dive in. The Texas State Quarter was released in 2004 as part of the 50 State Quarters program. It features the Lone Star State's iconic design, a large star with a lariat. That's a fancy word for a rope, for all you non-cowboys out there. Over 500 million of these quarters were minted in Philadelphia alone, but out of all those, only one has ever been found with the rarest error that made it worth $2.30 million. This specific quarter had a double strike minting error, meaning it was struck twice in a way that left a dramatic, misaligned image on the coin. The second strike was off-center, showing part of another design overlapping the Texas design. And because it was perfectly preserved, graded MS-69 by PCGS, it became one of the most valuable quarters ever sold. Now, I know what you're thinking. What are the chances of finding one of these? Well, it's rare, but it's possible. The key is knowing what to look for. Other valuable 2004 Texas quarters. While you may not stumble upon a $2.3 million quarter, there are still plenty of valuable 2004 Texas quarters that can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you have a 2004 Texas quarter in MS68 or higher, you're looking at $1,500 to $3,000 in value. These coins have almost perfect surfaces with no noticeable scratches or marks. Some Texas quarters show a small die crack near the horse's mouth, making it look like it's spitting. These can sell for $50 to $500 depending on the size and location of the crack. If the design is shifted significantly, leaving part of the coin blank, that's an off-center strike error. The more dramatic the error, the more valuable it is. These can go for $200 to $2,000. If your Texas quarter looks like it's made of pure copper on one side, it could be missing its clad layer. How to check your 2004 Texas quarter? So, you've got a stack of quarters sitting around. How do you know if you have a valuable one? The most valuable errors have been found on 2004 Philadelphia Mint quarters. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, die cracks, or missing layers. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Coins with sharp details and no scratches are worth the most. Some errors are tiny and hard to see with the naked eye. A normal Texas quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If it's significantly lighter or heavier, it might be a rare error. What to do if you find a rare 2004 Texas quarter? If you think you've found a valuable Texas quarter, don't spend it. Instead, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. Reach out to a coin dealer or auction house for advice. eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections are great places to sell high-value coins. Finding a $2.3 million quarter is the ultimate dream, but even a few $100s for a rare error coin is a great find. The key is to always check your pocket change and keep an eye out for these valuable varieties. So, what are you waiting for? Go dig through your change jar, check those coin rolls, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare Texas quarter. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another valuable coin update. I've got a story that'll knock your socks off. We're talking about a 2001 New York State quarter that's worth a jaw-dropping $2.4 million. That's right, a single quarter, just 25 cents, selling for millions. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on! No way a quarter is worth that much. But trust me, it's real, and I'm going to tell you exactly what makes it so valuable, how to check your change, and why collectors are going crazy over it. So grab your old coin jar, and let's dive into this insane coin hunt. Before we get to the million-dollar details, let's do a quick refresher on the New York State quarter. In 2001, the U.S. Mint released this beauty as part of the 50 State Quarters program. The New York quarter features the Statue of Liberty, a map of New York, and the famous Gateway to Freedom design. It was minted in Philadelphia, P., Denver, D., and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia Mint, P., produced nearly 1 billion of these coins. So why would anyone pay millions for one? Well, let's talk about what makes certain New York quarters so special. Not every 2001 New York quarter is worth millions, but a rare error variety is. This special 2001 quarter has a dramatic minting error known as a double struck off center error. So what happened? During production, instead of striking the coin once perfectly, it was struck twice, but the second strike was off-center by about 60%. This means part of Lady Liberty's face and the state outline appear distorted and doubled. Only one known example of this extreme error has been found, making it a one-of-a-kind rarity. That's why it's sold for $2.4 million at a private auction. Now, I know most of us aren't sitting on a secret $1 million quarter, or are we? The good news is error coins are out there, and people are finding valuable coins all the time. Check your 2001 New York quarters closely. Look for a double strike, off-center design, or any weird distortions. If your quarter looks misaligned, doubled, use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine the fine details. If you think you have one, do not clean it and get it checked by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if you don't find the $2.4 million coin, there are other New York quarters worth good money. If your quarter looks copper on one side, it's missing its nickel layer, worth $1,000 plus. This happens when the coin is struck without the collar, causing a stretched shape. Check for doubling on the Statue of Liberty or the words, E pluribus unum. Guys, imagine finding a $2.4 million quarter in your pocket. That's life-changing money. Even if you don't hit the jackpot, you might still find a rare error coin worth hundreds or thousands, all from loose change. So, go through your old coin rolls, check the couch cushions, and keep an eye on your pocket change. If you think you found a rare coin, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another valuable coin update. We dig through pocket change, search for hidden treasure, and help you turn everyday coins into serious cash. Today, we're talking about a modern quarter that could make you a millionaire, the 2013 Great Basin National Park quarter. That's right, one of these coins has been reported to be worth a staggering $2.5 million. Now, before you go dumping out your piggy banks, let's break down why this quarter is so valuable, what makes it special, and how you can spot one in your collection. The Great Basin quarter was released in 2013 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. It features an intricate design of the ancient bristlecone pine tree, one of the oldest living organisms on Earth, found in Great Basin National Park in Nevada. On the front, you've got the familiar George Washington portrait. On the back, that twisted and gnarled bristlecone pine stands as a symbol of endurance and strength. But what makes the Denver Mint, D-Mint mark, version of this coin so special? Let's get into it. Now, there's a lot of buzz online about a 2013 Great Basin quarter selling for an insane $2.5 million. But before you start quitting your job and planning your retirement, let's set the record straight. First off, yes, there are some extremely rare error coins, high-grade examples, and unique varieties of this quarter that could be worth life-changing money. But finding one in your loose change? That's going to take a little bit of luck and a lot of knowledge. There are three key factors that determine the value of a Great Basin quarter. Some quarters have rare minting mistakes that make them incredibly valuable. We're talking about double die errors, off-center strikes, missing clad layers, and rare die varieties. A high-grade, uncirculated 2013 Great Basin quarter, especially one graded MS68 or MS69, can be worth thousands. The higher the grade, the more valuable it is. Some collectors will pay top dollar for one-of-a-kind features, like an extremely rare strike, an experimental planchet, or a once-in-a-lifetime error that sets a coin apart from the rest. Now, if you want to have a shot at big money, here are some of the rare errors and varieties that could turn your pocket change into a small fortune. Look for doubling in the lettering on the front of the coin, especially in United States of America or In God We Trust. A noticeable off-center strike can make a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If the coin has a coppery appearance on one side, it could be missing its outer clad layer, making it extremely rare. Sometimes, a quarter gets struck on a dime or nickel planchet. These major errors are worth thousands. If you see raised lines or extra metal lumps on your coin, you could have a rare die break error. Alright, let's talk real money. Here's what different versions of this coin are selling for right now. If you've got a worn-out 2013 Great Basin quarter, it's probably worth face value, 25 cents. Uncirculated, MS65 or higher, coins graded MS65 or better can sell for $30 to $200. If you find a major error, like a struck-through grease error, off-center strike, or missing clad layer, you could be looking at $500 to $5,000. Top-tier MS68 Plus coins. The highest graded known 2013 Great Basin quarters have sold for over $2,000 at auctions. While the $2.5 million quarter is a rumored sale, if a truly one-of-a-kind coin with an unprecedented error or variety surfaced, it could be worth millions to the right collector. Make sure it's a 2013 Denver Mint. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot small details. Check for doubling, missing layers, or anything unusual. The shinier and more flawless, the better. If it's struck on the wrong planchet, the weight will be off. A standard quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If you think you have something special, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Absolutely. Even if you don't find the $1 million coin, there are plenty of valuable quarters out there waiting to be discovered. Every day, people are finding rare coins worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, just sitting in their spare change.so. Check your pockets, dig through your coin jars, and start hunting. You never know. You might be holding on to a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, smash that like button and make sure to subscribe for more coin hunting tips, rare coin finds, and money-making coin secrets. And if you've got a Great Basin quarter, drop a comment below and let us know what you found. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out an old quarter, and realizing it's worth a jaw-dropping $2.60 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, today, we're diving deep into the 1981 Washington quarter, a coin that's been making serious waves in the collecting world. A 1981 quarter? I have a bunch of those. And that's exactly why you need to stick around, because there's a chance you might be holding onto a hidden fortune. First things first, not every 1981 quarter is worth millions. In fact, most are only worth 25 cents. But here's where things get interesting. There's a rare error variety that collectors are paying insane money for. A one-of-a-kind mistake that slipped through the U.S. Mint's quality control. When the coin is struck more than once. If the design isn't perfectly centered. When the coin is struck on the wrong type of metal. Where a quarter is struck over another coin. And let me tell you, when an error like this is found, collectors go crazy trying to get their hands on it. Now, let's talk about the one that sold for $2.6 million, because this isn't just any mint error. This particular quarter was struck on a planchet mint for a 90% silver coin instead of the usual copper-nickel clad composition. That's right. The U.S. Mint had stopped making silver quarters in 1964, but sometimes, leftover planchets accidentally got mixed in with newer coins. That's exactly what happened with this 1-in-a-million quarter. The crazier the mistake, the higher the value. The closer to mint condition, the more valuable it is. If it has a story, collectors want it. An accidental silver planchet strike incredible condition, mint state 68, one of a kind. No other 1981 quarter like it has been found. Alright, so how do you know if your 1981 quarter is worth millions? Regular 1981 quarters weigh about 5.67 grams, but a silver error coin will weigh 6.25 grams. If yours is heavier, you might have struck gold, well, silver. A standard quarter has a copper-colored edge. If yours is all silver with no copper, you might have something special. Silver isn't magnetic, so if your quarter sticks to a magnet, sorry, it's not silver. If you suspect you have the real deal, send it to PCGS or NGC for official grading and verification. Other 1981p quarters worth money even if yours isn't the $2.6 million superstar. Some 1981p quarters can still be worth a nice chunk of change. A perfect condition quarter can sell for $500 to $1,000. These can be worth $100 to $500 depending on how off-center it is. These can fetch $50 to $200. Where to sell your rare quarters if you think you've got a valuable quarter. Here's where to cash in. Great for auctions, but watch out for scams. Where the big money collectors shop. A quick way to sell, but you might not get top dollar. Once graded, you can sell for much higher prices. Final thoughts: do you have a 1981p quarter worth millions? You're sitting on a life-changing fortune. If not, don't worry. There are still tons of valuable quarters out there waiting to be discovered. Check your pocket change, dig through those old coin jars, and start hunting, because you never know when you'll find the next $1 million mistake. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? We talk about coins that could change your life. Today, we've got a story that will blow your mind. We're talking about the 2000p Sacagawea dollar. Yes, that golden-colored dollar coin you've probably seen 100 times. But did you know one of these coins sold for a jaw-dropping $2.7 million? That's right. Someone's pocket change turned into a fortune. So grab a seat, check your wallets, and let's dive into why this coin is worth a fortune and how you might have one sitting around. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this particular 2000p Sacagawea dollar so special? After all, millions of these were minted. Well, the answer lies in a rare minting error that makes it one of the most valuable modern coins ever. This isn't just any Sacagawea dollar. It's part of a mysterious and rare error batch known as the Cheerios dollars. Back in 1999, before the coin was officially released to the public, the U.S. Mint distributed 5,500 Sacagawea dollars in Cheerios cereal boxes as part of a promotional campaign. Some of these coins had a unique, highly detailed tail feather design on the reverse, which was different from the standard Sacagawea dollar. That tiny detail is what separates a regular dollar from one that's worth millions. Now, let's talk about the record-breaking sale. In a shocking auction, one of these Cheerios Sacagawea dollars, in pristine condition, sold for an insane $2.70 million. What made this particular coin so valuable? This distinct design was only found on a handful of the Cheerios dollars, making them extremely rare. This coin was graded MS68, which means it was nearly flawless. Higher grades mean higher value. Serious collectors and investors are always hunting for these rare varieties, and when competition heats up at an auction, prices skyrocket. Imagine having a simple dollar coin in your collection and later finding out it's worth millions. That's why checking your change is so important. So, how can you tell if you have one of these golden treasures? Check the reverse, back, of the coin. Look at the eagle's tail feathers. The rare version has more detailed, raised veins in the feathers compared to the regular version. The valuable ones have a P mint mark, meaning they were minted in Philadelphia. Even if you have one, its value depends on its condition. The closer it is to mint state, the higher the price. If you think you have one of these, do not clean it. Cleaning a rare coin can drop its value drastically. Instead, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if you don't have the Cheerios variety, there are still valuable Sacagawea dollars from 2000p that could be worth some good money. Even regular 2000p Sacagawea dollars in top condition can sell for hundreds of dollars. Experimental rinse coins. Some were struck on planchets with a special rinse, giving them a unique appearance. These can be worth thousands. Double strikes, off-center strikes, and missing edge lettering can make a coin extremely valuable. Send it to PCGS or NGC to determine its authenticity and condition. Do your research. Check auction sites like Heritage Auctions and eBay to see how much similar coins have sold for. High-value coins should be sold through reputable auction houses or coin dealers, not just at a pawn shop or local coin store. Finding one of these ultra-rare 2,000-piece Sacagawea dollars is like winning the lottery, but the only way to win is to check your coins. Whether it's a $2.7 million Cheerios dollar or just a few $100, your pocket change might be worth way more than you think. So, go through your old coin collections, check those jars, and spread the word. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have any cool coin finds of your own.